Peace and grand rising. Listen, your emotions are food. Your emotions are a food source. And what do I mean by your emotions are food or a food source? What are you talking about, Rob? My emotions aren't food. You can't take a spoon and eat my emotions. I'm going to show you how your emotions get eaten. Let's make it simple. Let's say you lost 10, 20 pounds, right? Say you're a woman, you lost 10, 20 pounds, right? You just bought a new car, got a raise at your job, um, you got a new boo, right? And then you bought a new house. So things are just rolling good for you. You're feeling good, you're feeling yourself, right? So you go around your homegirl and you look in the mirror and you like, I'm serving, right? How y'all say I'm serving, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to him when I go out, you know what I'm saying? You bigging up yourself, you talking great about yourself. Your homegirl says, I mean, you might be a little too skinny in that dress. It ain't really all that. You might want to change, right? Now, in that little small minor interaction, that microcosm, right? What was happening is your homegirl was draining your energy. Your homegirl was eating your emotions like food. The fact that you were shining, the fact that you felt bright, the fact that you felt like you were glowing. Now your homegirl comes in and throws the shade, throws the bullshit. That is an emotional connection that you had. And that person is trying to lower your vibration. So what does the person get by lowering your vibration? We call it throwing shade, right? What does the person get out of throwing shade? Because everything is an energy connection. When you are speaking to someone, that's an energy connection. Your heart has an electromagnetic field, electric and magnetic, and their heart has an electric and magnetic field. So there's magnetism whenever you communicate with someone. There's an exchange of energy. So what that person was doing by throwing shade is they were feeding off your energy. They were eating your energy like food and trying to drain your battery. Trying to drain your battery by saying that you may be too skinny, that dress didn't look good. And that person now, because of throwing the shade on you, they have, in their own toxic way, right, have fed off your energy and now feel better about themselves because they made you feel bad. And there are people like that. We call them energy vampires. These people that feed off your energy they make you feel bad in order to feed off your energy and to empower themselves. When you wake up in the morning, like a lot of y'all did or have done today, and Monday morning, the first thing you do is you turn on CNN or you turn on the local news. The first three stories are always going to be negative. Matter of fact, 95 to 98% of the news is just negative news. The most shocking stories they could find in your town or your city, they're going to put on the news for you. So after those three stories run, the first three most negative stories in your town or city, what do? They run a commercial. Because now they have your attention. They've shocked you. That magnetic energy from your heart, now you're tense, now you have anxiety, now you're worried as you go about your day to day. But now the energy from you, now they could use that energy and that fear and that anxiety to sell you happiness or sell you perceived happiness. So that's why the commercials come in. That's why the commercials come in, because now you are able to be fed upon. They're able to eat off you. They're able to take your money, which is power, and take your currency, which is power. So be careful out here with these media narratives, with these news stories, with the people that you have around you, the people that you're sleeping next to, that when you affirm yourself or when you say good things about yourself, they tell you to be humble. They tell you shouldn't talk about yourself like that. They tell you you're too arrogant. Be careful around those people because your emotions are food. And people, energy vampires, eat off of you. In the media, when they have these stories, now we have this presidential watch where people are watching, are watching the Donald every single day to see what's going on. You're paying attention. You're paying attention. So someone is benefiting off of that attention that you're paying. When you're watching these things, when you're on YouTube, there's advertisements. You ever notice? I'm trying to wrap this up. You ever notice when you're on YouTube, right? You might be watching a TED Talk, right? Or something very informative and beneficial. And then right after that TED Talk, they'll send you to some news gossip site. You know what I'm saying? Little Kim had her 11th surgery or some shit like that, right? They'll send you to a gossip site so that they could feed off of you, right? Because they don't want you in a place where you're learning. They don't want you to where you're learning about yourself and developing yourself and getting information that'll make you better and make you independent of the matrix. They want you caught in the matrix as much as possible, because the more you're caught in the matrix and the more you're distracted by bullshit, the more you could be fed upon. So when you see these police shootings, when you see these major events happen, ask yourself, are you predator or are you prey? Are you being fed upon? And let's not even talk about on an occult level, by the powers that really be. How you're really being fed upon, especially when the collective consciousness is caught up in the swing of things. So your emotions are food. And you're either being fed upon or you are hunting down your own food. It's either one or the other. Or are you bending the spoon? Or are you being bent as a spoon? Think about it. And as you go about your day, think about the people that empower you. Check your timelines, the people that you're scrolling on social media every day, the people that you are engaging with every day. Gauge how they feel. Don't just go about it unconsciously. See how they make you feel. If you're on a social media page and you're scrolling and you see things that you don't like, it may be time to delete them. It may be time to block them. Okay? But power is important, and energy is most important. Think in terms of frequency, energy, and vibration. And do your best not to be anyone's food. Peace, power, and prosperity, y'all.